Hey everybody, it's Josh. We're back again with a new video, and today I'm going to be answering a question that a lot of people have been asking me. That is, how did I get into sports announcing? And so a lot of people say that I'd be good at sports announcing, and so I thought, you know what? Why don't I just come out here and talk about that? It's a very good question. I was, I think, 10 when I first got into it. Well, when I first did it, I didn't take it seriously, because around this time when I was also getting into doing impressions, because I was also known for doing impressions, and one of the first impressions that I learned was I think Joe Buck. Yes, Joe Buck was one of the first impressions I learned how to do. And honestly, I don't know why a lot of people, well, if you're from New York, I understand why you don't like Joe Buck, but I don't know why a lot of people don't like Joe Buck. I mean, yeah, he sounds very bored when he does it, like, especially when he does his job. Like, he sounds like he is reading the back of a cereal box whenever he's talking about a different player. His calls are his calls are okay. I'll do a Joe Buck impression for you guys. I apologize. This is going to be a little rusty. I can't think. I don't know what he says. Okay, here we go. Ortiz in a deep right field. Back in Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight. Dang it, I stumbled on my words again. So yeah, that was a call that he said in 2004 ALCS when David Ortiz walk-off home run. And then Red Sox came back and beat the Yankees. Went to a World Series, beat the Cardinals in 4 games, and won their first World Series in 86 years. So I think it was on my 10th birthday. I was watching a game. Oh, by the way, my birthday's tomorrow. So if you guys want to, blow up my social media telling me happy birthday, go ahead and knock yourself out. But so Joe was one of the first announcers that I learned, and then I started to learn like other announcers like Chip Caray, Jack Buck, Harry Caray. Harry Caray is Chip Caray's grandfather, and then Jack Buck is Joe Buck's dad. I feel all stupid, telling people, who those people are. Vin Scully, of course, a lot of people love Vin Scully. I may not be a big Dodgers fan, but I love Vin Scully. Let's see, John Miller, Joe Morgan. They used to be with ESPN in the 90s and then early 2000s. Is Joe Morgan still with ESPN? I don't know if he is. I don't think John Miller is, but is Joe Morgan there still? I don't know. The new guys at ESPN are just terrible. They're terrible. Matt V, of course, Santa Maria. A lot of people say that he should call the World Series. No, that's a bad idea. No, don't let him do it. You know who should really call the World Series? Chip Caray. Chip Caray should call the World Series. I miss Chip Caray calling in playoff games. I miss that. And or even better, Gary, Keith, and Ron. They should call the World Series. Gary Cohen, Keith Hernandez, and Ron Darling. See, again, I feel stupid because I'm telling people all this stuff that they already know, and a majority of my subscribers are Mets fans. So, to all the Mets fans who watch my videos, I apologize for sounding stupid for telling people, who these people are. Again, I'm just trying to tell people, how I got into announcing. So, Gary, Keith, and Ron, and then the Yankee announcers. The Yankee announcers are just annoying. See ya! A game-winning walk-off home run by Mark Teixeira, and the Yankees win 5-4. That is not one of the Yankee. That's not one of the Yankee announcers sound. but that's just what they say. New Yorkers, to all the Mets fans who have to listen to the Yankees, I feel bad for you guys, is because that's very sad. It's a sad world, other than New York sometimes. Let's see, and then I got into and then are there other announcers that don't do baseball? Al Michaels, he used to do baseball, but now I think he just does football. And then I started to learn a lot of the football announcers too. Let's see, there was Troy Aikman, who works with Joe for the NFL. There's John Madden. There's what's his name? I think what's his name? He was the announcer on Waterboy. He used to call football games in the 90s. Oh, what's his name? I always say his name wrong. Oh, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Let me know in the comments below. Look up the movie, the Adam Sandler movie Waterboy, and I think the announcer I'm talking about, he was on Waterboy. Oh, I don't know his name. But I learned him a little bit of him as well. So yeah, those were some of the announcers that I learned. And so any sporting event I would go to, or I would do these pretend baseball games, and I'd work on my Joe Buck, and then I started to learn other announcers as well. And see, I took it as a joke. My family, on the other hand, takes everything seriously, which is why it's very difficult watching comedy movies with them. Because my dad's side of the family, no offense, but they take a lot of stuff seriously. My mom's side, on the other hand, they take everything. Oh no, they find a lot of stuff funny. They thought I explained to them, I was just doing this as a joke. They understood. But my dad's side is like, nope, they take everything seriously. It's like, nope, I want you to be an announcer. I think you would be very good. You sound very good whenever you do your games and all that stuff, or whenever we went to a sporting event, and I would do my Joe Buck voice. It's like, so that's how I got into it. Like the first 3 years of it, from like when I was like 10 until I was 13. Yeah, maybe when I was like 12 or 13, that's when I took it as a joke. But now, it's not just my family that says I should be an announcer. I go to Maroa, I'm pretending I'm calling the football games. Hey man, you should be an announcer. You sound very good. And we heard you on the sidelines. I think you'd be a pretty good announcer. It's like, well, thank you. But again, I took it. I think this was when, I took it as a joke. I didn't want to be an announcer. I wanted to be a voice actor or a director, like work in movies or TV shows somehow. Specifically like cartoons and animated movies, because I was very good at impressions. I thought that I was the next Mel Blanc doing all these impressions. I thought I was the male Tara Strong. For those of you who don't know, Tara Strong, Mel Blanc, he is known for doing 1,000 and plus characters. He did all the Looney Tunes back in the day. And then Tara Strong, she voices Timmy Turner on Fairly Odd Parents. She's on Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans, she does. I think the new My Little Pony series, I think she's on there as well. I wanted to be a voice actor. I never wanted to be an announcer. But now I'm starting to take it a little bit seriously. And so I was thinking, if I ever go to college, maybe I might study journalism, because that is one of the main courses that announcers take. So that's my plan after high school. Just study journalism and become an announcer because everybody says I'd be a good announcer. Or maybe work for Fox Sports, maybe because they're the main one out of all the, like ESPN, ABC, NBC, all those, like all the companies that talks about, like all the networks that do baseball. ESPN, they don't do baseball. ESPN doesn't like baseball. They don't like baseball and they don't like hockey. So I'm thinking about maybe I really want to work with Fox because Fox may be the best option because they're the ones who do all the baseball stuff. They do the All-Star games, they do the World Series. Almost half of the MLB uses Fox. Cardinals, Rays, Tigers, Angels, Diamondbacks. Did I say the Rays? If I didn't, Rays, Braves, Marlins. That's where Chip Carey is now. He's now working with the Braves. D-backs. Let's see. Who else uses Fox? Twins, Royals, Indians, the White Sox. They used to use Fox, but they don't use Fox anymore. I think they use WGN or whatever. They stole WGN from the Cubs. But yeah, Fox might be, if I ever do become an announcer, I think a baseball announcer specifically, I'd probably have to work with Fox. I mean, I don't have a problem being a football announcer. It's just, baseball, I take baseball a little more serious. I'm more of a baseball guy than a football guy. If that kind of answers your question a little bit, I hope that answers the question. Apologize I haven't been uploading recently. I was with my dad for the past few days. So yeah, that's the reason how I got into announcing. Like and subscribe if your subscribe button is red like the umbrella right here. That means you're not subscribed, so click that subscribe button. Also, you know how I said in my MLB predictions video that if you didn't like or subscribe to that video, then you would get bad luck in 2020. Well, guess what? This virus is the bad luck. So that probably means you didn't press the like button and on the MLB predictions video because you got bad, because because of COVID's bad luck. Shame on you guys. Anyways, I warned you. You were gonna get bad luck and you got bad luck. So like and subscribe, comment down below. Any other video ideas you guys want me to do? So next Storia video might be uploaded tomorrow. We'll be doing Mike Trout, the third Mike in a row. So yeah, thank y'all for watching and take care.